City versus Chelsea in Estádio de Dragão, the new home of European football, it seems, in Porto. So, Chelsea kind of like, we're talking about it being very similar to 2012 in the way they kind of, had a poor enough season, but sort of like had this run in Europe and suddenly won the Champions League. There's definitely signs of that, but it does feel more like that this is City's season in general in terms of the story of the season and the way Pep has kind of rescued the year as it's gone along. He won Manager of the Year, which I think was an interesting one in itself, given some of the performances, but it does show you actually the way it wasn't just another City season where they were expected to go and do everything. They were in a fair crisis, and he's completely turned it around and made them into this kind of like unstoppable force again.
Yeah, crisis from last season. Liverpool win the league and winning it easily. City not getting near the challenge and putting no pressure under them in the end. And a crisis in December when they were way off it, weren't scoring goals. You think it's going to be the end for him. You think he's going to leave at the end of the season or even leave around Christmas time, and he's turned it right around. It's amazing how football win games, turn it around, and at the end of the season, Manager of the Year, Champions League final, won the league easily. All that from probably middle to end of November to now, complete change. Like Chelsea, I was right, mate. Aston Villa at the weekend.
You were, yeah, the only one to call it.
Yeah, I said it. Fancied them. Chelsea have gone so well, and got everyone loving them in the space of 2 weeks. A little bit of they snuck into the Champions League, but they lose the big game at the end of the season where you felt like they had to win that to get in. They lost it. They were lucky. Leicester didn't capitalise on it and let it slip through their hands. And then they lose the FA Cup final as well. So to Leicester. So all of a sudden they're going from being on a great run and everything's brilliant to on a downer in the last, just when they didn't want it, when they really wanted to be hitting their peak. So that's why it's a one-off game, Champions League final, and they raise their game and you see, of course they could win it, but I just feel everything is sort of lining up for Man City. Chelsea's form lining up for them, Man City's form, and the story and everything that goes with it, and finally Pep Guardiola breaking that Champions League without Messi managerial thing, which he's sort of a little bit carried around. He went to Bayern Munich to win it and didn't do it, and he's gone to Man City to change the club around. He's obviously done fantastic things, but the repeated aim has been, we need to win the Champions League, and he said it himself that it won't be a success unless we win the Champions League. So no better time, and I think this is obviously the best opportunity against a Chelsea team that aren't firing on all cylinders.
Yeah. Do you buy into Chelsea having beaten them twice this season?
Listen, everything helps, and it is you're playing a team and you beat them all the time, or you score against them. It's becomes natural, becomes easy. You just beat these, you score against these. We always get good results against these, and then that is the thing, psychological little barrier. But Chelsea, when they beat them, about 4 weeks ago. Yeah, about that. They were going well at the time, Chelsea.
Yeah.
And that's you have to look at it like that. Obviously, Tuchel must have a little thing on Pep, maybe as a way of playing against them that doesn't help Man City. But I don't know. I think that will have it does have a little factor. I know it did with me as a player, but I just think Man City are so full of confidence and going into this, and Chelsea I just think it'll override that. But yeah, you're right. It does. It's not something to be just sniffed at and said, no, that doesn't affect. It definitely does affect players, affect managers, makes them think. And Pep's been known in the Champions League to overthink it, I think. It's one argument we've had about, and maybe that thing like that, I've lost to these twice now, have to be tactically different, or you do feel he stresses a little bit and overthinks things as he did last year, I felt. And that's all a test. We'll see Saturday night. It'll be interesting to see his lineup and how they go out on the pitch. You won't know really from the team he picks, but more how they set up on the pitch, and you'll know in the first 5 minutes whether he's made any tactical changes or what.